welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Again, Herbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Meredith. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Godwin, the motion man. Here's Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Meredith. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Here's 3rd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the first carry here for the running back. Shedding the tackle. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4 is now the 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers' 31-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Kalijah Cansey in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through 1, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you back to the biggest of them all, Super Bowl 64, 2nd quarter about to begin. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Herbert now. And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw, Mayfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Meredith. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield now. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one complete to McConkey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1. Back to throw. Herbert able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. That's good for 28 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This is caught. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Buccaneers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did him a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Meredith. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. Under pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. So from the 37, here's second down and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Here's Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air again, Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Keenan Allen from 6 yards away. And the Chargers will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the Digger field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield finding Otten once more. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Meredith.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Mayfield.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another 1st down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the 4th quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back for the 4th quarter here at Super Bowl 64. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And we are back for the 4th quarter here at Super Bowl 64.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 3rd down, Meredith. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Even though they were stopped before the 1st down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield now.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Cade Otten from 17 yards out. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a two-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2 yards to go, second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, Herbert on third down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this one is no good. He missed it, and the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
So Mayfield and the Bucs down 20-10, a minute 46 to go. Here's Baker. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Here's second down. Mayfield to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They want that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Commissioner Goodell set to hand the Lombardi Trophy to the Los Angeles Chargers. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.